To catch you up on what I've been up to since the new year, on New Year's Day, I got my fortune at the Japanese temple. I've been doing this for a few years now. It's a fun way to kick off the year, or not, depending on what your fortune is. Good fortune. Reform things of the past, take up the new. My travel is favorable. Everything seems to be in good spirits. Yeah, I think everything looks like it's gonna go well. I just have to reform the past and take up the new. Try new things. I also celebrated my birthday this month and got omakase. This spot is in Sawtelle in West LA. It is a little pricey, but a really nice experience if you are looking for like a sushi yakitori dinner to splurge on. I have a very exciting package to open today. Yay! I got a Steam Deck! So I decided to get a Steam Deck OLED in the 512 gigabytes. So I've been wanting a Steam Deck for many years at this point, probably like 2 years. And I really regret not getting the white one when it came out in limited edition. But better late than never. I decided to get it now because I wanted to treat myself. My birthday just passed. For the past month, I've been really into playing on my Switch 2, and I think I just realized just how much I love handheld gaming over console gaming. So I think I'm going to get a lot of value out of the Steam Deck just based on my habits the past month playing Octopath Traveler so much. I think this is really going to help me get through my Steam backlog. And honestly, I struggle with getting through my Steam games in the first place because they're just restricted to playing on my PC. So I'm really excited to be able to actually play Steam games a lot more on this. Today is a very exciting day. I'm about to leave to play Resident Evil Requiem. I was invited by Capcom to play for about 3 hours, and this includes gameplay of both Leon and Grace. So yeah, I am super excited, obviously. I also forgot to say, I think that the Resident Evil Requiem showcase is happening at the same exact time as my session. So I think everything that's gonna be shown in that showcase is what we're playing today. Hi. Good, how are you? Okay, so I'm back. I ate and showered, so now I'm ready to talk about what I played today. Usually when I have these like preview events for games, I upload like an official review, first impressions kind of video on my short form platforms that's much more like scripted in terms of covering the major points of what I played. By the time this video comes out, that review will most likely already be up, and you can go watch it for a more quick review of the preview. But what I'm about to say in this vlog is like literally me coming home from just having played this, and much more unscripted. I'm gonna just be rambling about my first thoughts and impressions of what I played today. So first, it was really fucking fun. I was honestly kind of mind blown at how fun it was in just 3 hours. So basically I played 3 hours, which was split between Grace and Leon's gameplay, and most of it was Grace's section. So Grace's section took like over 2 hours, and Leon's was, yeah, less than an hour. With Grace's section, very reminiscent of RE2 remake and the police station specifically. So the same kind of like inventory management, the kind of system where you really need to preserve all your bullets and make sure to have space for inventory, and being smart about it, not always killing every zombie that comes in your way. But at the same time, there were elements from other games. It's very clear that what they are trying to do with this game is have elements from all the modern RE games and put it into one RE experience. So even though Grace's section felt very reminiscent of RE2 Remake, there were elements from other games too. So like the zombies kind of felt like a little bit more varied. They weren't just all the same zombies. There was one zombie that reminded me of the one that has all the tentacles sprouting out of it from RE4. That one also moved kind of like a licker. And then there was like a giant baby looking creature that was shown in the Resident Evil showcase, and that obviously looked like kind of like the baby from Village, but it moved reminiscent of Mr. X in the way that it like roamed the halls and followed you. And then of course it's also first person and third person. So the first section of Grace's portion, I played in first person because I wanted to just see what the experience was like. I think the first person mode is a lot scarier, and I think you understand that if you played RE7. Yeah, playing in first person, I gotta say, I think I was a little bit more scared than when I switched over to third person, and I decided around the halfway point to switch to third person because I just wanted to experience both. And third person is cool too though, because you get to see the animations of Grace and how she kind of like stumbles all over the place. She's not like Leon, right? So her style of play is a little bit different. So it's like cool to see how she like reacts to things. And then for Leon's section, Leon obviously fights like how he is in RE4 Remake. And that also has its own systems too. So the same inventory management that Leon has in RE4 Remake, the bigger suitcase, which is much bigger than the RE2 kind of style management. He has cool melee attacks, more weapons, more ways to just fight in general. It seems like the way that the story switches from playing as both Grace and Leon is reminiscent of RE3 Remake, you know, switching between Jill and Carlos. But it also reminded me of how you would play as Leon and Claire in RE2 Remake, because in the same way, Leon was exploring the sections that Grace also explored. So if I had to summarize it, it's like very reminiscent of mostly, I think, RE2 Remake, at least what I played. Protagonist switching similar to RE3, Leon gameplay and combat and inventory management like Resident Evil 4. First person perspective and horror similar to RE7 and 8. In the middle of our session, we actually turned on the Resident Evil showcase and watched it, and we were talking about how while we were watching the showcase, we were like, oh my god, we just played that section, or this is where I got stuck. If what I played today is representative of the rest of the game, I really think this game is like a serious game of the year contender. And I hate saying things like that because I just think it's like kind of pointless sometimes to say something is like a GOTY contender this early in the year, but I just like had so much fun with it, and I was like, dude, this is like combining the best parts of mostly RE2 and RE4 into one game, and I'm like, I really think it's going to be a promising title. What I think I'm wary about is if it does have like a overall like tone shift in the way that I think Village has, where this front section is mostly like the horror stuff and then the second half becomes like mostly action. I don't think it'll happen in this game, it seems, just because you're switching between Grace and Leon throughout the entire game. So I feel like there's going to be a balance rather than one half of the game is horror and then one half of the game is action. But yeah, really, really fucking fun. I'm really excited to play the game, and it kind of sucks that we still have to wait over a month. I was like so absorbed in playing this game that I was like really sad that I couldn't play the rest. I also played as much as I could. Like some people I think played up to a certain point and had to leave, but I was like, I'm going to play as much as I can, and I think I played like 99% of what was shown. I think I just didn't get to play this one section. Also, I know a lot of people are excited to play as Leon and, you know, having that kind of RE4 gameplay back into the RE games, but for me, Grace's section was what shined today. I guess because I mostly played her section, but that shit was so fun. I think the police station section in RE2 is one of the most fun parts of any RE game, so being able to play a section that was really reminiscent of that specifically, I had such a blast. I was like, yes, I need more of this in RE games, and I'm really looking forward to more of that. Also, it's kind of funny that I was a little nervous going into this because I haven't played an RE game in over like a year or so I was like, I'm probably gonna be really rusty, and it was on PlayStation, so I was like, I'm not used to really playing shooters on controller. I'm actually really bad at that, so I was like, I'm probably gonna take forever playing this. But then I got into it, and it's crazy how muscle memory kicks in, because after like 10 minutes, I felt like it was like riding a bike again. The switching of the weapons, using my map, navigating things, doing puzzles, it all just like felt really natural, really quick, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely remembering how these RE games work. What I will end up doing is probably playing most of Grace's section in first person because I just felt more immersed that way, and I liked how it was a little bit scarier. But let's be honest, for Leon's sections, I will be playing it like probably exclusively in third person because I want to see Leon and we all want to see him look sexy and hot fighting zombies, right? But yeah, I think that about covers it. Again, I am super fucking excited to play this game. I cannot wait for it. I'm gonna be playing it day one for sure. I woke up thinking about Resident Evil today. Like, I'm pretty sure I had dreams about it, and then I just woke up feeling sad that I can't play the game more. But today I have a flight to NorCal. This weekend we're just doing family stuff up in the Bay for MLK weekend. Should be a good time. I think the weather is supposed to be really nice in the Bay as well.
Okay, we want this one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But there's like other signature stuff.
Yes, there are.
It's not that?
That's just like the jasmine.
Okay.
But the thing to get is the
one?
pistachio jasmine with coconut. If the coconut is not strong.
Okay, you think I should get that?
Yeah, just trust. Just trust.
Okay, let's see.
Now sip it without the straw so you get all that up front.
I kind of like it. Like just sipping it.
It's better that way, right?
The top tastes different from the bottom part.
Yeah.
Good. Not too sweet.
Yeah.
I just woke up from a nap, but my friend randomly texted me and he was like, do you want to go to the Twice concert today? And I was like, I mean, I have nothing else better to do, and if you're inviting me with a free ticket, yeah. So I guess I'm gonna get ready to go to the Twice concert today. Super last minute. I actually do love Twice, but I have been to their concerts like 3 times at this point, so I thought I would save some money and not go to this tour. But yeah, actually, after seeing all their clips, especially Jiho on stage and through fan cams, I'm like, damn, I do feel a lot of FOMO not going to the tour this time. So I'm actually really excited to go. We're here!
많은 일이 있었지. 참 많이 울고 웃었지. 우릴 스쳐간 수많은 그 밤. 정말 이상하기도 하지. 왜 이런 감정들은 한 번에 몰려와 날 바로 만들어. 아주 작은 습관 하나 둘 셋 모든 게 널 닮아 있어. 익숙하던 거리도 이젠 어색하게만
Thank you so much! I am currently getting ready to go to the Persona live concert later today, which I am super excited for. I've been excited to go to this concert since they announced it at AX during their mini concert there. This is one of those moments where I feel extremely lucky to live in LA because they're not doing any shows outside of LA for this. I expected them to at least go to like NorCal or New York, at least a city in the East Coast, but no, they are just doing LA, and it does seem a little unfair because they did do the show at Anime Expo last time, and then they're just coming back to LA again. But I know people who are outside of LA are like really sad that they're not actually touring. But the one at AX was so good. Like, I loved watching Lynn perform. Like, she is a great singer, great performer, really good at hyping up the crowd. So I am really excited to see her again. I think we're going to try to see the merch booth there if we have the time. They're actually doing 3 shows. The first one was yesterday, and then we're going to the 3 p.m. that's happening today, and then they have one later at 8 p.m. And I kind of like having the 3 p.m. show because you still have the whole day to do stuff and you get the concert out of the way earlier in the day. I do really wish that they were going to play Persona 4 songs, but I think it's literally just Persona 5 and Persona 3 songs since Persona 4 hasn't had its remake release yet. This is the fit. Pants I got in Vietnam. I think these are really cool because of like the little like ribbon or string details. And then I'm wearing my Makoto shirt for the concert. I got this off of Yes Style and it's kind of falling apart, but it's fine. I have to wear it for the show. Before I leave, I wanted to show something really quick. I posted this on my Instagram story of me getting a new case for my Switch 2, and people were wondering if I did like a full shell swap or like I replaced the buttons, but no, this case actually comes with like this silicone cover that goes right under the actual shell case, and it makes it look like a white Switch, and I love this. I think it looks so clean when the shell actually makes the buttons the same color too, so I love it. I will link the exact case that I got in the description so you guys can maybe get it yourself. I also put this really cute like Miffy Joy-Con cover here. It was kind of hard to put on, but I also decked out my Steam Deck, no pun intended. I really wish there was something like this where you can replace the color of the buttons too with just like a silicone cover, but I couldn't find anything like that for the Steam Deck, so this is the best option, I guess. I just got like these stick covers instead and like this silicone slip-on things. Of course, I need Miffy on here too. Usually I don't care too much about like decorating my consoles, but I really want to invest more into handheld gaming this year, so I was like, you know what? I do want to make my consoles look cute, so okay, first we got the pin,
Okay.
which has the 2 pets from the 2 games, and it says Los Angeles. And then I got the banner. I got this over the light stick so I can hang it in my room.